Team settings submenu. Entering. Oh. No. Illinois. Florida selected. Air. Be selected. And ready.
Hello everyone and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Entering play call screen.
Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. So Oregon's offense takes the field. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4.
Inside zone is selected.
Gonna run it. It's Meadows. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up.
You have 15 options. HP base is
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This offense has to give this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
It's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off play action on first down. He's got him in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Entering play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the pass is intercepted.
Man, people want to say cold is a mindset. No, dude, it's cold when you're hitting each other. It's a physical game. It hurts really, really bad. Even catching the ball like you did right there for that interception sometimes can hurt those hands. Great start by the defense.
Safe completion on the screen. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Entering paused screen, you have 10 options. Resume is selected.
To run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Concept, plate, with pass. There are 6 categories.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
Out trails is selected.
With jet sweep pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Ohio, there are 5 categories.
A third and long coming up here.
Selected.
From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The throw. Or did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Oregon! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. They say you could call holding on every play.
There are 10
Well, they did on
categories.
that
You
one.
have 19
This offense has a
HB
second
skin
down
selected.
play. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Categories. You have 12 options. Convex cover is selected.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What, you going for that?
Yeah, man. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about...
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down in this deep...
play call. Call timeout is view highlight. Challenge play is selected.
Ball back for Rizzo. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense, headed out. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. You start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Northwestern right back to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of these decisions.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now on the option. The pitch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
30 short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Ducks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. The run from the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Now on second down. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Went to the running game on first down. Now second down. They're bringing heat. He makes the catch along the sidelines, but the official signaling that he's out of bounds. Third down coming up.
11 options. Mesh HD corner is selected.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't crush your body. Don't throw crush your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too bad.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Concept, formation, time, normal, you have 18 options.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will score! Touchdown, Northwestern!
Coach suggestions.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's small. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to let it go. He caught it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Can't get him to the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here.
You have 5 options. Kickoff middle is selected.
The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
FS5, Sam Crash.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Second down coming up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move, stopped for a short gain. And the Wildcats, moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Good job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry.
He's got it down the left. Oh, look out. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intent.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down.
It's one thing, right? You got a quarterback scrambling around, running all over the place, outside the pocket left, outside the pocket right. That dude is in the pocket. You have to affect the quarterback. You have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, or it's going to be a long game.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. Quick handoff. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Entering DPL safe SS Blitz 1, Sub Blitz 1.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect.
Entering
and let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Purdue delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Big Ten. Trust me when I say the party is on in West Lafayette, the circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
We have 11 options. The HB corner is selected.
Red pass, it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
You have 11 options.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Selected.
Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Gets it out fast. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Quarterback adapting. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Play call
and the Ducks in the hurry up.
There are 8 categories.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the pass at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oaks. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Tempo, formation, heavy, you have 3 options.
First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. He now has 74 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short now from their own 48.
Trails is selected.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 10. Off he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Entering play call.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to move it through the air. And they're not on the same page there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Open space at the 25. They were backed up and now more than out of trouble at the midfield stripe. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The Ducks get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Categories.
1st down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. He's got his man.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
From the gun. Into the end zone. Grab near the marker. It's Slater. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part.
Entering play call, coach
touchdown.
suggestions. There are 6
And a nice
categories.
touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle.
Entering
Nice
play
job
call,
by this offense
special
continuing
teams.
to
We have
fight,
7
push the ball
options.
down the field, make plays.
Return left to
Almost ready to
selected.
kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future deep.
He's going to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were fast.
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty top recruiting is selected. You have 5 off. Entering overview screen. Recruiting. Hard. Contact for hard sell. Add action. TM the player. Overview. Recruiting. Overview. Recruiting. Send the house. Add action plus TM. Hard sell. Skip. Add action plus TM the player. Overview. Scouting 0%. Overview. Scouting 0%. Recruiting. Schedule the add action plus TM the player. TM the player. Skip add action. Contact friends and family. Overview. Recruiting. Send the house. Scouting 0%. Overview. Recruiting. Hard sell, soft sell, TM player. Social media. Overview. Recruiting. Add action. Send, soft, hard sell. Add action. TM the player. Scouting 0%. Overview. Recruiting. TM the player. Soft, hard sell. Sway. Send the house. TM the player. Overview. Recruiting. Yes. Enter CF coach CFD team schedule. Coach abilities. Actions view CFD coach team depth chart. View roster. Entering rosters. View key. AH key. FWR. Entering depth chart. Coach CFD team action. Recruiting is selected. You have 5 options. Entering over. Top classes. Team rank 15. Team name Force. Team name 83-5 Oregon User League. And yes. Entering Dynasty Hub screen.